Imagine an entire continent under foreign rule. From Mexico to Argentina, flags of Spain and Portugal flew over everything. For 300 years, kings across the ocean decided who ruled, who paid, and who suffered. But in just a few decades, that map would be ripped apart. This is the story of how Latin America broke free, and it starts with a spark. Life in the colonies. Not fair. If you were born in Spain, a peninsular, you got the top jobs, the best land, the highest power. If you were born in the Americas, even with pure Spanish blood, a Creole, you were rich maybe, but second class. And the rest? Indigenous peoples, Africans, and mixed communities. They carried the weight. Heavy taxes, forced labor, no voice. It was a pressure cooker, and the lid was about to blow. The ideas of freedom were already in the air. 1776, America beats Britain. 1789, France shouts liberty, equality, fraternity. 1791, Haiti, led by people once enslaved, overthrows the French. And then, 1808, Napoleon invades Spain. The king, Ferdinand VII, is captured. Spain's government? Chaos. For the colonies, it was simple. If the king's gone, who are we obeying? Mexico, 1810. A priest named Miguel Hidalgo rings a church bell in the town of Dolores. He shouts for freedom, for equality, for an end to Spanish rule. This becomes El Grito de Dolores, the cry of Dolores. Farmers, workers, poor townsfolk, tens of thousands join him. They win some early battles, but the Spanish strike back. Hidalgo is captured, executed, but the cry, it doesn't die. Meanwhile, in Venezuela, a young Creole named Simón Bolívar is just getting started. He's read the books, seen the revolutions, and he's ready to fight. Bolívar, El Libertador. He dreams big, not just freeing Venezuela, but an entire continent, and he's willing to cross mountains to do it, literally. His army climbs the freezing Andes, surprising Spanish forces again and again. In the south, another hero rises, José de San Martín from Argentina. Trained in Europe, returns home, frees Argentina. Then, another Andes crossing. With Chilean leader Bernardo O'Higgins, he liberates Chile in 1818. 2 men, 2 armies, 1 goal. In 1822, they meet in Guayaquil, Ecuador. No one knows exactly what they said, but San Martín steps aside. Bolívar takes the lead to finish the job. 1824, the Battle of Ayacucho, Peru. Bolívar's forces crush the last Spanish army in South America. Centuries of rule end in a single day. In the north, Mexico's path is different. After Hidalgo's death, José María Morelos takes over. He's captured, executed. But in 1821, something unexpected happens. Royalist officer Agustín de Iturbide joins forces with rebel leader Vicente Guerrero. The Plan of Iguala is born. Independence, equality for Spaniards and Creoles, and protection for the church. Mexico is free. Brazil, even stranger. When Napoleon invades Portugal, the royal family runs to Brazil. The king returns home in 1821, but his son, Dom Pedro, stays. A year later, he simply declares Brazil is independent. Almost no war, just a change of crowns. Here's the part most history books skip. Bolívar, he got a big helping hand from Haiti. Haiti's president, Alexandre Pétion, gave him weapons, ships, and soldiers. On one condition, end slavery in the lands you free. Bolívar agreed. Without Haiti's help, the war might have dragged on for years. By the mid-1820s, the map of Latin America looked completely different. Spain and Portugal were gone. Bolívar dreamed of one giant nation, Gran Colombia. It didn't last. Rivalries, geography, politics, the new nations split apart. And independence didn't mean instant equality. Old elites stayed powerful. Indigenous, Black, and poor communities still faced deep injustice. The fight for real freedom was far from over. Still, what happened was incredible. Dozens of countries born in just a few decades. Heroes like Bolívar, San Martin, Hidalgo, Morelos, O'Higgins, Guerrero, and thousands of ordinary people whose names we'll never know. Every year, flags wave, parades march, and Independence Days are celebrated. Because this wasn't just a war, it was proof that people could take back their destiny. Latin America didn't get free overnight. It took years, countless battles, and unimaginable sacrifice. But from the mountains of the Andes to the plazas of Mexico, one truth spread. Like fire, we will not be ruled from across the ocean. And that's how a continent broke its chains.